WhatsApp and to a double WhatsApp.
And that was a message from me to America or to anywhere.
He's cheating on you.
Gamers have classically short attention spans.
So I missed.
Never do a Slim Jim. Never do a Slim Jim.
Well, we all are going to die.
Game Freak ran out of money and couldn't continue.
I'll do my best.
It's about time you showed up, Fox.
Gamers,
You're the only hope for our
welcome
world.
guys, how's it going? Happy Wednesday, welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. How you guys doing? Might add a little sound effect there. What's up guys, welcome. Sorry, running a little bit late today, but the schedule's kind of changing on me. I was going to be off today and working on something for the next couple days, but I realized I can't stream on Friday this week. So we got to get them in while we can. So what's up, guys? How you doing? Look, this is part 3. We've really been taking our time with Pokemon Emerald. We're doing a special hack version of this. Pokemon Emerald 386. It's pretty sweet. Today we're taking a look at the man in the mirror. I found this to be a very inspirational scene from, what town is that? Petalburg, maybe? Yeah, I think maybe like just right before that or after that, we went and talked to Dad. Oh, Dad. Can't fight Dad just yet. Got to get a few badges under our belt. How you guys doing? Welcome. Maybe we can go ahead and drop into the game. If you're down, you can just go ahead and transition on in. Wally, get out of here, man. Having a moment with my dad. Wally's got to come storming up in. Oh, I want a Pokeball.
I've got a present for you.
All right, how you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. I'm meaning to adjust the game volume down a little bit. We'll see what's up, man. Ralph, what's up, man? Your key got stuck. Oh, like you're trying to get into the door or something, and it what happened, man?
It's almost over.
Oh, oh, I see it now. Yeah. It flashed up, and I think I just read it quickly and I just thought it was yo. Or maybe just intentional, you know? That's funny. The opposite. Well, yeah, man. Press shift 5 times to enable sticky keys. There's other ways to enable sticky keys, too.
Aim for his back.
Want to plant a berry? Yes. I'm tossing a shoot. Well, shoot. Got a bunch of these orange berries. Now let's get some of the ones that do poisoning or paralysis. Cherry berry, maybe? I don't know. Pecha berries. I'm really enjoying, I never played, other than a few gyms many years ago, maybe a couple years after Emerald came out. I hadn't played Gen 3, and I'm not remembering hardly anything up to this point. I think I was on like vacation or something, and sort of or on a flight or something, and kind of blasted through some stuff pretty quickly, or was playing it I was playing it at the end of the night. I didn't play enough to for it to really stick in my mind that well, and of course it was many years ago too, so this is the first full playthrough. I should have kept a cherry berry for myself, I guess. Thanos, welcome. What's up? Happy Wednesday. All right. So I was trying to figure out what to do next. I mean, our next storyline thing is pretty sure getting into the gym, right? We just made it to. I keep forgetting the name of this town here. Just walk up into it one more time. Not Oldale. Rustboro City. Yeah, so far, some of the names of the places we've been to. Let's take a look at the map, actually. Get a good feel. Sometimes when I play these games, I feel like I didn't really get the layout of Kanto. I didn't sit, for me, it's like I played these games so heavily around the years that they came out, and then it was like I kind of dropped it, and maybe would pick it up and play a gym, the first gym or something a few times over the years. And I didn't come back to like Pokemon Gen 1 or Gen 2 and play them all the way through until about 20 years after I originally did it or more. So I felt like I got in and I still didn't really know like the Kanto, like the full layout and stuff. There's a couple of points too where you can, you're not really driven in one direction or the other necessarily, and you can, get a couple of gym badges out of order. Did we not? Maybe we didn't get a map. Is that possible? We didn't get a. That's funny. It's not part of our Pokédex, huh? Do I need to go back to the first... I might have gotten carried away. I don't know if it's like some of the other games where you talk to a character in the first town to get it. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Thanos. I was kind of surprised this last time how... Okay, thank you. Thanks, yeah. It's good to not walk all the way back there if we don't have to. I hadn't fought this guy yet because we were trying to scramble to get to that Pokemon Center. But yeah, it is pretty wide open. I was a bit surprised getting some of the badges in different order. I guess, I guess, you know, Gen 2 has some openness as well. Even just in Johto, I guess, because there's at least one point where I know I started getting a couple of badges out of order. Or at least out of the numerical order, you know. I forgot we brought this one up to a Cascoon. Oh no. Who will take on this Magikarp? Doo-doo. Try to get Poochyena some levels, even though don't know if we'll be keeping them for very long. Use a tackle. This is an exciting battle here. This isn't going to give much experience anyway. It's going slow. I'll never choose the easiest way through a battle. Unintentionally, sometimes. Yeah, a whopping 20 experience between the two of them. Streep? Yeah, some of these, you know, like I'm pretty sure a lot of these are going to be part of some, like, long-term team. Poochyena? Yeah. What a... Poochyena? Yeah. Poochyena? Yeah, so many of these I've never heard said out loud. Poochyena. I like that because it just it sounds offensive, honestly. What did you call me? It is. Well, yeah. Ultimately, Palpuck. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. There's a couple of Pokemon names to me that are pretty baffling. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know that I've ever heard it, Nick, because I've hardly ever seen any. Well, you know, like I've more than a couple seconds, like a clip that played in something else, short clip, or I don't think I've seen much outside of Generation 1. Or you know, that like first season of Pokemon. As we get to some of the weird names, you guys will have to point them out. You know, it's hard for some of them to come to mind. But there's a couple that, yeah, the way that they're written, it's, you know, it's like kind of difficult to know what they're going for, or it could just be really clumsy or, yeah, awkward, you know. And then it's kind of funny to hear the, it's kind of funny to hear, you know, some of the Japanese names when you have stuff like, I don't know, one of the Gengar line is just Ghost. There's a few examples of that where they're just named, that just has the katakana for some, you know, some loan word, and it's just the word, bam, you know, just very plain. I think Ghost was one that I saw. There were a bunch of, we played Pokemon Snap, and that was where I first learned a lot of those, doing the Japanese version of Snap. Oh yeah, that's funny, Nick. Yeah, well, I'm looking at it, looking for any kind of clues here, and I'm okay. A little thing kind of looks a little hyena-ish. I think Palpuck had even mentioned hyena at 1.2. I'd seen that name before, but I didn't know what it was. Chestoberry. Yeah, we're a trainer. So these are still growing here. Yeah, okay. Oh. Whale-Merpale. Did you play this one as a kid, Nick? If you get a chance. Don't mean to. Of course, don't mean to keep on the keyboard if you're busy. You know, I wanted to pop back into the forest for just a little bit longer and, you know, kind of hunt for a couple more Pokemon because we got to a certain point where we just needed to find the exits, and that's also why we didn't fight that fisherman, although we could have... that's one battle I guess I probably would have made it through, the guy with all the Magikarp, but... yeah, I'm thinking I do want to head back to the forest for 1 second, but we didn't really even get around town here. We didn't do any exploring, I don't believe. Do 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 no. Do do do. I did watch an episode of the Pokemon anime today. You know, speaking of that, I watched one from the first season. It was it involves Koga and Venonat plays the starring role in this episode, and Psyduck. Psyduck, I guess, finally, you know, Misty finally learns how to, you know, it looks like it, Palpuck, yeah. Finally, a little bald, a little mid-balding representation here in Pokemon, instead of it just all being gone, you know. Yeah, my Pokemon has a naive nature. Hey, Fryman. Palpuck, there was for years after that show, I think, was like airing regularly. I'm pretty sure they were still doing, like, you know, stuff with Carl. I remember watching the, like, Stone Cold Lock of the week. You know, it was like Stone Cold Lock of the century. And then at the end, of the week comes up. You know, all these crazy graphics crushing each other and, you know, big, you know, man TV energy. The flames and all that, and he would do NFL, you know, he would like give his pick for an NFL game of the week, and a lot of those were pretty funny, and I also just kind of appreciate the a little bit of a crossover there, because it still managed to stay really funny, but it was well done enough by someone who does at least watches with the sarcastic eye, you know, watches a little bit of football or something, you know, so it was well written and, you know, timely. You know, I appreciated that crossover. Oh yeah, he's just giving some awful pick for a game and just pretty much shitting on both teams. And yeah, I love, yeah, he's got the outfit, man. He's got the shorts. Walking through IKEA with my parents. Right. You're trying to soak up the ambiance of the game, you know? Just walking around IKEA. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, that feeling of them being slow. And then I remember having a feeling after not playing these games for years of like firing up the Game Boy Advance and kind of forgetting how slowly some of the battles in Generation 1 could go. And, you know, like a Pokemon does a, you know, level 100 Pokemon hits a level 1, you know that it would be a one-hit kill. Or I guess not a game's, you know, one-hit KO, but like, you know, it would, you know, not that like instant kill like that, but the hit would definitely do enough to always take them down in one hit. And, but it's still like, and you watch the bar go down, and, you know, it's just like, it takes a long time. You know, that would make stuff a lot faster, I guess. See, when I, Pikachu. Is that what we named this one? For my own Pokemon, I give them perfectly suited nicknames. It's my expression of originality. Pikachu. Pikachu. Yeah, you can turn off the animations, but then you don't get the animations. Sadly, a downside of turning off animations is you don't get the animations. I think I've always left animations on, and this last time I played something, chat bugged me until I moved the text speed up, which it needed to be moved up anyway because I was holding the button down to, you know, speed it up every time, and sometimes skipping stuff or sometimes change the way it looks. Pokemon changes shape? If one did that, I'd be shocked. Yeah, talk to the Pokemaniacs. I'm interested to see, you know, what I like about it, and, you know, for me, there's a part of it that feels familiar because I played, you know, Leaf Green. I went through that a couple times back around the time that it came out. Pokemon Trainer School. We'll teach you anything about Pokemon. And I actually remember thinking that it looked so much like Fire Red. And I know that, like, so there are differences with the environments and some of the, like, effects, reflections, things like that. But when I would see little screenshots and stuff, I was just thinking, like, oh, wow, this, you know, like, I admired the sprite from these games. I thought they always looked pretty cute, and it just was something different, but it otherwise looked in so many ways similar, especially in battle and stuff, to what I, you know, was used to in Leaf Green. So it's a bit of a strange feeling to have only played the remakes of a generation and then come back and play that generation's core games, I guess. We did just transfer. No, we're not in the Pokemon Trainer School, dude. Come on. Keep up, brother. Special abilities. Such strange creatures. Oh, you guys got an upstairs. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I think we're praying over a sick child here. Look at this sprite for... Oh my god. This is a hilarious sprite here for... is this the kid's mother, maybe? What a curvy sprite. That's hilarious.
Aim for his back.
Oh, it's so hard every day. What's hard? You need to ask? It's trying to figure out what to make for meals every day. It really isn't easy coming up with meals every day. I hear you, lady. It's not. I didn't anticipate that so much of my life would revolve around eating. And the sad thing is only a fraction of that is actually taken up by the eating itself. Everything else is the preparation, the cleaning, going to buy the stuff. Oh, hello. Welcome to the Pepper household. I have a question for you. Have you ever babysat? You see, I'm a new father, so raising a child is all new to me.
No way!
Congratulations. And I have a problem. My daughter, Walda, doesn't laugh enough. I think she'd laugh for me if I told her something funny. Do you know of a funny word or phrase you can tell me? Oh, that's wonderful. So let's hear it. Your suggestion. I don't know what to do. I have an idea. Let me just type it out. This is something we all need to learn. All right. Ah, I see. Well, let's give it a try, shall we? Everybody poops. Everybody poops. It's true. You know?
Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to them.
Okay.
You suck.
She's not smiling at all. Maybe Walda is one serious child. She didn't like that. I've been saying everybody poops to amuse her lately. Do you know of a better word or phrase that might work? No. Oh, is that right? Well, if you come up with a good suggestion, I'm all ears. It's a Pokemon plush doll surrounded by Pokemon plushies. I like rhyme. Yeah. She could use a little fiber. Man, somewhere in the game is the perfect word. Okay, I think I already talked to you. You joikes. Yeah, she's like, not now, man. Not now. I've been constipated for a week. And this guy comes in here saying, everybody poops. What is this giant building here? Look at this exterior. Oh, can't even see the whole thing. Hey, those running shoes. They're one of our products. It makes me happy when I see someone using something we made. Honestly, sir, I keep forgetting to truly use it. Hello and welcome to the Devon Corporation. Oh, this name's been coming up. We're proud partners of items and medicine that enhance your life. Oh, what you got for me, Devon? Devon Corp? Sorry, only authorized people are allowed to enter here. You guys aren't attached to some kind of organized crime group, are you? Rocks and metal in the glass case. Devon Corporation got its start as a producer of stones from quarries. The company also produced iron from filings in the sand. From that humble start as a producer of raw materials, Devon developed. Devon is now a manufacturer of a wide range of industrial products. Dustin, welcome, buddy. How you doing?
Uh-oh.
Prototypes and test products fill the glass display case. In addition to industrial products, Devon now markets sundries and pharmaceuticals for better lifestyles. Recently, Devon has begun marketing tools for Pokemon trainers, including Pokeballs and PokeNav systems. Wow. Devon, filling in where Silphco once served, at least in Johto, or Kanto. There's her gym. I don't think we've even checked it out yet. Yeah, they had that description there. I'd like to read that again, actually, Palpuckos. Could it be? Could it be Aerodactyl? No. Just tell us about industrial products. For half a second, I thought we had something cool in here. Some rocks and metal, maybe an ancient predecessor to the Steelix. But it was an onyx, actually, believe it or not. Doo-doo-doo. There's our gym. Gonna pop it in there in a second. Let's walk into the nondescript building right next to it. Pokemon is cute? Sure, I knew that. But if you really want, I'm willing to trade it to you. I'll trade you my Eevee for a Meowth. Wow. What a trade. Eevee for a Meowth. I'm going to write this trade down here. Rustboro. You've got a guy in building east of Pokemon Gym. I'm starting some notes here. MK, what's up? Welcome. Yeah. Well, thanks for... Glad to hear that we're a definite click for you. Yeah, welcome. Hope you're doing well, MK, and yeah, happy Wednesday. Almost called you MC for a second. MC MK. What up, MC? Oh yeah, thanks for the lurk, and hope you enjoy your dinner. Good luck. Why am I itchy? Tater, what's up, man? Welcome. Thank you. How you doing? It just got a lot stronger now that Tater's around. Rustboro's a guy in building east of Pokemon Gym wants to trade. Wants to trade. His, let's see, we're going... He's got him... He's looking for a Meowth, right? No, do not autocorrect to mouth. Computer, don't even start that. Come on. Alright, sorry, I can't type. He wants a Meowth, and he's got a, Eevee. The MC Hammer Pants. MCMK. Yeah, you gotta add, you know, you do it all on your streams, but there's only one thing that's missing. That's the breakdancing. We gotta see the breakdancing, so. Wait 1 second. Oh, I'm gonna flip to a screen. Let's see if I still have it up. Speaking of MC Hammer, this is when we play some Sonic, which it's been far too long.
They call me the Shockmaster.
He's got some good moves. The MK Hammer Pants. Oh, that's great.
Is she a dancing diva or not? What side are you on?
Tater's decent. They've got tortellini. Oh, heck yeah, man. Hope you're enjoying your tortellini. That was side diva. Everybody likes tortellini. Oh, went back in. Happy Wednesday, guys. Glad you're here. Thanks for hanging. I had to look this up, Pal Puck. 1984 martial arts action game written for the Apple II by Jordan Mechner. It's got an amazing cover. It's a little small, but let's get it up. Let's show you guys this. Oh, that's real small. I am now karateka. Heck yeah. Anybody else played this one? What kind of gym have we got here? I should have read the sign. And then you've got the guy out at the post ready to tell us what it's all about. Tater said 3 cheese and, what is that word? Lacy? Lacier. Made up some lemon chicken. Nice, man. 3 cheeses and, you know, man. 3 cheese blend. I wonder what's the worst 3 cheeses you could combine for a 3 cheese blend. Rock loving horrors. Honors student. These glasses are a little too dark. The rock loving honors student. Some Fromunda. The Devon Corporation. We all just shortened it to Devon. That company makes all sort of convenient products. I'm not loving Devon being the name of this big corporation, I gotta say. Yeah. It just, especially if there's any nefarious aims of this corporation or, you know, a future, they go bad in the future or already are, and we're gonna learn about it. No spoilers, please. But yeah. Devon Corporation. Do, 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 do. Some cheese whiz. Oh, head cheese whiz. It's a cheese whiz. That's my three cheese blend. Oh, Justin. Time saving tunnel nearing completion is what it says in the sign. But there's also a big X splashed across it in red paint. That's foreboding. All right, we've got a rock gym we need to come back to. They let us walk past it, so maybe there's something we'd like to find here in the grass. Who knows? I remember being a kid and, yeah, sometimes just going straight to the gym and get... Which there's even a scene in this game where they say, like, oh, you should do that when you first come to town. Go to the gym, you know. But yeah, I remember doing that and just getting my butt kicked right away. Then you get Cascoon out of the lead spot. Whoops. We're gonna catch this thing this time. Oh, how could I forget Limburger? Feel like I don't, you know, Limburger was one of those you'd see in all the, like it was kind of one of the go-to, you need a stinky cheese, you're gonna reference that one often, you know. Kind of like, yeah, it's gone out of style a bit, like any jokes about anchovies on a pizza. Man, there was a time, man, where you had to shoehorn in a joke about anchovies. The network demands it. Norwegian cheese. Yeah. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. I can't say I've had Norwegian cheese that I know of. I don't have any cheese now, so yeah, this is they all sound gross, but oh man, cracking that neck. Right. Well, yeah, you know, yeah, you often get a name that is one type of an animal, and then it resembles something that's like a kind of a relative or a, you know, a cousin. Although it is small, it is very courageous. It'll take on a larger Skarmory on an equal footing. However, its will weakens if it becomes hungry. Yeah. I don't know what the, I forget what the, well, I actually forget what the evolved version of these is. Yeah. I don't know that I'll be naming this one after Taylor Swift, but let's see. I think I might have seen the, hey Kev, welcome. I might have seen the evolved form of this actually in a, something it was part of some other, I don't even remember what the topic was, but getting all the PokeTube stuff these days, so. Hey Kev, yeah, well, we might be finding it a little bit early since we're doing the, you know, Emerald 386 version of this, so it gives us all 386 Pokemon within this one game pack, so typically it stays pretty vanilla when it can. He didn't go in and like change stats and things like that, you know, but instead of Gargle instead of Swallow, yeah. I'll go with Gargle. Gargle's gonna be all caps. We're gonna do, to make the aesthetics, terrible, we're gonna switch between caps and lowercase all that we want to. We're not, there's gonna be no parallelism in across our Pokemon names. Doo-doo. All right, what can we do here? Let me just fight you, I suppose. Water gun, yeah. This one belongs to nobody. It's wild. It always takes me a while to remember the I know that it tells you like the wild Pokemon does this or that, but when I'm streaming sometimes I'm in a whole other level of distraction to the point where I've definitely thrown a Pokeball or two at somebody else's Pokemon. They try to tell me everything they can. There's different themes. You know. Fighting versus wild. It says wild. Trainer blah blah blahs uses this, you know. Is about to send in da da da. They try to give me every this is more than even context clues. Wingles, time to shine. Even though they don't have a flying move, I get. So yeah, having to mix the schedule up a little bit. I actually forgot to fix this in the little graphic I show at the end, but yeah, we're gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to stream on Friday, so I figured let me just get it in while we can. So we're streaming today and tomorrow, and we'll just keep doing this game. I've got Wind Waker on the horizon, but I really want to do it up for presentation, and you know, I want to have some clips already ready to go and a good template that I can. I want to put a whole lot of the work in so that I have a template that's, you know, very modular and can just plug and play the graphics that I need and all that stuff. Doing all that prep at the beginning has, for a couple of these games, really helped me from just having to like reinvent the wheel every couple of days when I'd get, you know, when I'd want to have some different songs in the presentation or whatever, you know, or in the stream, or yeah, have different clips, etc. Like I like doing things to update the stream at least every. Playing a game at least every, you know, 2 times with that game or something. Nobody's, you know, asking for this or saying, hey, you need to update it. But I really enjoy it, and I get bored too if it looks and sounds the same exact way for too long. You can do this. Yeah, I'm gonna play a little Zelda. Oh, cel-shaded Link. Oh my god, it's for little kids.
I was like, whoa!
Whatever, guys. I'm just gonna go hang out and I'm just gonna go hang out with Tommy Vercetti, and we're just gonna like drive through a billboard or something, or I'm out of here. Nintendo's for little kids. I lost. I thought I had you. We got paid. How are you, Ryzone? Happy Wednesday, man. We made it to the other... I mean, we need to go back to this gym at some point, but I am pleasantly... I won't say surprised, but I'm happy that we got to continue a little past it and fight a few mons. The Wingull's gonna die soonish. Trying to take it easy? Nice, man. Yeah, well, good luck with that. I'll try not to stress you out too much.
What side are you on?
once you choose which side you're on, then I won't stress you out. We got a shroomish here. That's gonna be ineffective. Not very effective. What do we want to do here? Yeah, I'd like to see that. You know, I've just seen like screenshots and just a little bit of footage of the. Is that we were talking about this recently? Spirit Tracks came up, and then there was like another game that wasn't as well received. Maybe one might have even been on 3DS. I can't remember, but yeah. Or maybe you're talking about Pokemon here, Palpuck. Sorry, I've confused myself. It's confused. I hurt myself in my own confusion. Mr. Mudd, just stay out there for a bit. You're probably still the heaviest hitter. Get your tackle on. That's it. Yeah, Phantom Hourglass. That was the other one, I think. I like the look of Link in Spirit Tracks, or rather, not Spirit Tracks, Minish Cap as well. Cute little look there with a little bit of that, yeah, definitely sort of based on the, you know, cel-shaded style. Toon Link, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's only pretty much used for Smash Bros, or if that's like a common term for. Yeah. T-Roy, what's up, man? What's going on?
I was like, whoa!
T-Roy's here. Rhizone, you mentioned garbage yesterday, and I wondered if I had played this, or if you just were thinking of garbage. Because I went to look for it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is. Yeah, right. And Palpuck, you made the point that, you know, the Four Swords, yeah, that launched like just prior to Wind Waker as well. So you kind of got, of course, the style was made for Wind Waker. That was going to be the big flagship next Zelda game, you know. But yeah, they since they knew Toon Link was coming, you know, we get Four Swords, and yeah, that came out a little bit before Wind Waker.
Paul Abdul is watching this train wreck.
Just had the dinner, ready for some gaming. Nice, man. Well, here we are, getting our game on. I'm sorry, Whimser. Wow, I knocked the hell out of you. Damn. Goodbye, Win. I'm sad. I want to find another one of those. Mr. Mudd's already overpowered. We don't have a Ninkata yet, I don't believe. Oh yeah, I guess it would show the Pokeball if we did. Duh. Is a tackle gonna kill this thing? What, Rhizone? That's funny. What a coincidence. Or is it a coincidence? Oh yeah, we're trying to catch this fool. Was this on stream, T-Roy? Doing it to torture yourself. That's hilarious. Naming each Pokemon like the name of another Mon. Makes it really easy to just take a quick glance at your party or your box, right? And just to torture myself, yeah. Well, what a masochist. It makes its nest at the roots of a mighty tree, using its whisker-like antennae. It probes its surroundings in the pitch-black darkness of soil. Yeah, it'd be so much harder too in like a Gen 1 or Gen 2 when like the like number of little, when you're looking at the full party that you have and it just has the little type icons next to it and it's like one's a bull, one is a seal looking thing. The bull always cracked me up with its head, A cow. Sorry, Wingull. No. Oh, probably so. Yeah, I would imagine because I know that Yggdrasil is, plays a role in Norse mythology without knowing a whole lot about it, but. I'm trying to remember. It was another Pokemon hack I was seeing something on Reddit for recently, and someone had said something like, "Hey, does anyone have a hack where like I can change the levels or something like that? Like, is there no like level control? Like, I don't want to have to grind. I just want to play the game." And we were talking about this recently, but yeah. I don't want to have to grind. Mr. Mud, I am overusing you. Interesting, yeah. Well, maybe they're pulling from that. Palpuck. These guys are gonna try to fight me. I should have bought some repels too. Do I head back at this point? Go forward. Move forward. Go forward. Move ahead. Hello! My Pokemon rule. Check them out. Let's go, buddy. Youngster Joey. I'm a chop. Oh, I see, Pat. You're just saying that. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. I can only catch a portion of the reference in this case, as is often the case. I know the world tree, yeah. But I know that that's a bug that eats trees in real life. At least it modeled at the Pokemon I'm seeing on my screen's modeled after one. Oh, Rhizone. It's funny because I think some of that stuff is like you guys were talking about. I'm not to say this is this term I learned yesterday. YouTube poops, but all the like corruption videos and like glitch stuff seem to be really popular for a while. All the creepy pasta about Pokemon. did you hear that, like, there were, like, 100 Japanese kids who, like, dude, it's dark as hell, man. But they sewer slided after, you know, like, just listening to the Lavender Town theme over and over again. They all just got so sad. All right. Everybody's healed up. That's good. Before I get ahead of myself, I did want to just make sure there wasn't anything else to do in this section of the forest either. Hold on, let me check the PC real quick. Who do we have in a box? Get out of there. I'm in a box. Dude, the characters with the running shoes, it just has them like leaning forward. I don't know, it's funny little animation. A Sonic creepypasta video here and there. I think I just can't, not to say that something couldn't be well done, but I think at the end of the day, I just don't know that I find Sonic or Mario, like, I can't not. Okay, creepypasta from the guy that said, "It's me, Mario," and "Hello," like when he first comes out, you know, like creepypasta. Do 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 do. Exactly. Never would have seen it coming, T-Roy. Oh, I get it, right? I mean, well, hey, guilty pleasures, you know. I guess maybe the only thing in that I've dabbled in is, like, I remember many years ago there was a video of like Mario falling from, basically, like, I think it starts as the game or something, but then he falls down and he ends up falling way down to this, you know, it's just warped version of, I don't know, of the games, but he's looking up and he can see the you know, the level that he was up on, way up there, and then everything just proceeds to, you know, be extremely scary, or or at least like I said, a very twisted world. I don't remember what all happens in that, but yeah, like it goes to a live action portion, or, you know, live action, you know, real people mixed with CGI. And, like, he goes and he goes to touch a mushroom and it, like, dissolves, basically. It's already so compromised, you know, and gross and just rotting. It just like dissolves. Or I meant to check the PC. So we got a rock Pokemon coming up. Of course, we have Mr. Mudbutt, but I don't know if I want to use him because, well, I mean, that'll make it really easy, which is nice. Maybe I could just do some running for now instead of, yeah. Are you gonna fight? People have to respect you for it. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it is interesting how much media is made about video games that isn't, of course, that isn't like the video game itself. All the stuff that references it. I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's a it's a huge part of what I do when I'm streaming and stuff, and Oh, I don't know that I've seen that Rhizone, your last message there. Oh yeah, I think I'm just generally not that into creepy stuff. I think even, you know, off the internet, like, I just never really liked horror movies that much. There's a few that I really am into, and but I would have some friends who it was just like, oh, let's go see, you know, they'd want to go to see a lot of stuff in theaters, and it's like they knew it would be bad and still wanted to see it, but, you know, which I, of course, a too bad it's good is a pretty great, you know, sometimes there's a time and a place for that, right? Watching, for me, movies especially that are so bad they're actually comes around on the other side, it's actually fun, you know, entertaining. But I think part of it for me is it's hard to say where I fall, but I think that there were just some times when I found myself like with games. I think it was just with games and fandom, I found that I enjoyed really talking about the games themselves, what to do in the games, stuff like that. And with you guys, I love talking about how games are interwoven into our life, and like, you know, I'm interested in like how you guys came to these games, what was going on in your life when you're going through it, and that intersection of when you're into playing video games and how so much of your life tends to intersect with that because you're doing a lot of it, and you know that stuff sticks in your mind. I love finding that spot. But yeah, I think I've always had a bit of a low threshold for like fan art and anything related to like, I just never been any kind of pasta any kind of, you know, video game sort of fan writing or anything like that. I just that's never been my bag, baby. So it's a world I don't really know much of, and it's funny because it does seem like that stuff made a big impression on folks during a time when I wasn't connecting with video games anymore. So I come back to it and everyone's kind of referencing a lot of that media that I never saw. And yeah. Well, yeah. And you know, yeah, you know, truly, in a world where so much gets us down, people should, you know, chase what they're passionate about and what they're having fun with, you know. Don't beat yourself up about it, Ryzone. Yeah. I don't mean to, you know. It's not for me, but yeah, I don't want you to feel like, you know. Nobody can be faulted for, you know, some guilty pleasure reading or entertainment in a world that is tough. Yeah, I figured as well. I just wanted to throw another opinion in. So if I make fun of people that read, you know, fan pasta and all that stuff, I'm not talking about you, Ryzone. You're one of the good ones. I mean it. Somebody's got to do it, Palpuck. I appreciate that we have a couple of sourpusses in residency, and I do appreciate that most everybody knows how to at least still be cordial to an extent, or you know. Also, it's, you know, it's things are difficult online where this. I mean, I'm zooming out from anything we were just talking about, but like where. You know, even just something as innocuous as talking about a favorite game or what you really like about something or what you don't like about a game. It's very hard for like I think this. I think, let's just say, I think X game is good. Well, someone who doesn't like that game or feels burned by that game or blah, blah, blah is like, well, what do you mean it's good? Oh, da-da-da, you know. So there's a thing, though. Someone else can, right? There's a way in which I think both people should be able to say, I like the game, I don't. Without it, like, necessarily... So that second person comes in and says, I don't like this game. Well, as long as they weren't, like, making anything personal, then... We just have two people who express their opinion about a game, and the opinions happen to be opposite. Then that's not like a personal attack. But you guys get what I'm saying? Like sometimes just someone saying that something they like isn't good. It's like like, you know, versus like, oh, what? You know, you don't like this? No, man, come on. And then you're passionate and you're explaining why you like it or don't like it. But with more of a Sopranos, hey, oh, I'm busting your balls. You know, you don't think this? Oh, you're crazy. Let me tell you why, you know. But yeah, it's, you know, it totally, Palpuck. I mean, I find so often online, it's difficult because tone is difficult to find, to mine sometimes, and especially if people aren't great at expressing themselves or... Someone, you know, miscommunications happen all the time. They misread it, misunderstand it, whatever. But yeah, people can feel pretty defensive sometimes with just a like, I like this. I don't really like this, but that's okay. Again, it's people have to stay cordial overall and like, you know, right, Nick? Look, I'm just saying, if anybody around here says they like Breath of the Wild, you're out of here. Like when I talk some mess about anime, you know, I should. Ichigo does a good job of like, you know, defending his love for anime and giving some fun pushback too against whatever I'm saying. You know. But I mean, we live in a world where people talk about. They use the word objective all the time. Or, yeah, like, this game is objectively better than that one. Let me explain why. And then you read it and you're like, hey man, I'm still waiting for you to explain how objectively it's better than the other game. Because this... You just listed some of your favorite features about it. We got a slack off. Well, I shouldn't say we got it yet, but we have it in our sights. Slacking off. Palpuck wanted to bring that to make sure it was brought to my attention. Thank you. I can emotionally steamroll something like a sloth appearing on the screen. You know, I forget to say something. Respond to the world around me. He's about to put us to sleep. Oh, and use howl. Glad we still have some balls. Yeah. I was reading your comment about bubbles, Rhizone. Yeah. We all are, and it, you know, social media, of course, really exacerbates that. I might bring somebody else in. We'll try like one more hit on it with someone who's not that powerful. And I don't know that I have any like status effects yet, other than confusion, which we wouldn't want, I suppose. I think I can get away with a couple tackles from Street here. I'll do that. Yeah, we can get at least another turn or two before it would put us to sleep. Oh, this thing's just loafing around. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it is, you know, right, you know, I found sometimes that it can be difficult in areas of my life to find that balance of digging deep into something I'm enjoying versus like moving on to the next thing, or, you know, And, you know, I just, as a kid, I think I could, you know, I could really just like, and when I was younger, I could listen to an album so, you know, so much and not necessarily tire of it or kind of just, you know, which I think is it's nice to be able to study something and not just move on to the next thing right away. But like, you know, there's a point where, yeah, you get hung up on something or you're not moving on enough, and maybe you don't even realize that that's kind of what you need to shake things up. That's kind of the tough part, is that, you know. I think with games too, with these live service games, I feel like that kind of thing happens a lot. With just so many folks, when they talk about being burned out on games, like, not you guys for sure, but like I see it a lot more just online. And it turns out they're often playing some, you know, big multiplayer thing where you gotta know the meta, or else you can't even play the game, you know. Slack off. It sleeps virtually all day and night. It sleeps virtually all day and night long. It doesn't change its nest its entire life, but it sometimes travels great distances by swimming in rivers. I like that. I like the image of a slack off swimming in a river. Wow. Slacker Pokemon. Can it do surf? How did we, speaking of brands, we're gonna go, Lazy Boy. Wasn't it like L-A-Z, or like L-A-Z-Boy? Okay. Why Fratelli? Do 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 do. I gotta get a break in a second. I'm dancing. Yeah, I might go. I'll go Lazy Boy with this one. Let's see. Hold on. I thought I was just seeing it. Where'd it go? Wow. No, looks like so when I'm on their website, it looks like it's LE-Z-boy. I didn't see that coming. Yeah. LA dash. Lay. Z. Palpuck, I'll let you get the next one. There we go. Lazy Boy was transferred to someone else's someone's PC. No, okay, that's right. Man, I've actually never seen the Goonies. Well, it was, I don't know, I may have seen it like one time, but it was really late. Somebody put it on at a college party at the end of the night, and everything was already winding down, and like, you know, folks who were going to stay there that night were, you know, already getting in, you know, a couple people are already asleep. It's already, you know, like, the fun is over. And somebody was like, oh my god, Goonies! Like, saw the DVD for it. That's one of those, yeah, that's like, it's referenced so much around me, including just by people or by shows, movies, games. Pokemon references, the Lost Boys, I guess. Which is not Goonies. Turns out it's not the same thing. I'm glad we came back into this forest. There was a Tailo that we didn't get before, and then there was that Slack Off. Tailo has now been caught. Slack Off is in our party too. Honestly, I think one of these chumps can get kicked out for Slack Off. I think we did everything there is to do in the forest. I just wanted to double check. Oh shoot! I didn't make it. That was awesome. I missed. That was just over here, I think. Yeah. Something in that clearing there? Let me double check. I've been seeing all the promo stuff for Stranger Things, but I think we only watched the first two seasons or something like that. Maybe the first 3. And I was coming back to stay with some family, and my sister wanted to watch it. And I can't remember what it was. There was something in that first episode, too, that she specifically wanted to show us. I can't remember a reference or something, but I think that was not this current season, but the previous one. And yeah, I just kind of got a little, I mean, it was okay, but I felt that those first 2 seasons were, or first season was pretty strong, and it just feels like it's kind of, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with it. There's got to be some more. Sandlot's a good addition for sure. Yeah, that one got some... I remember that one being around a lot. And people quoting Sandlot a lot. Quoting Sandlot a lot. Let's go heal up and get that Slack Off out, and then... Actually, we're still on a route. Probably faster to go. Let's plant some berries. I need to start planting some of the ones that do like paralysis and poisoning and stuff like that. Might not even had one for paralysis yet. Oh, that's funny, Rhizone. Yeah, I think I've seen it at least once at school too, like at end of the day kind of thing. Stand By Me can come hang out. Yeah. I will run from the battle. Do, 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 do. I don't know if I know Dreamcatcher. Or is that from? I hardly know Stand By Me. No. Is it a 2003 thing? Something older. I was looking up Dreamcatcher. Stephen King novel and movie adaptation. Is that what we're talking about? Do 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 no 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 no. There you go, Rhizone. Hey, if you I think you could, if you can, you plug it into chat, and I'll get it pulled up. I don't know that I'd heard of that. Well, I mean, I know that word, but I hadn't heard of that title, Dreamcatcher. That's interesting. I've always wanted to get more into Stephen King. Specifically, I've just I've never read the stuff. I've seen a couple of movies, but that's it. And I remember a friend of mine had a paperback for Cujo. I'll just never forget that cover and just seeing, Devil Dog on the cover. Man, it's a very intense book cover, man. They say not to judge them. This one, is going to be... That dog's going to be scary. That's a bad dog. High school gang. Yeah, I'll get that pulled up, Ryzone. Let's see. Man, my nose is so itchy. I want to scratch it. Do you boo 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 boo? Hey, hey. Do you do do? Do 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 do. Oh, how come it isn't in that? Let's see. Copy, paste, please. You guys want to take a look? And I'll get a break in. We've got The Breakfast Club. Best high school gang movies and other movies. And other good movies. Movies for kids who like gang movies and other good movies. And also would have learned to do other movies good. The Breakfast Club, class of 1984. A new teacher at a troubled inner city high school soon ends up clashing with a delinquent punk posse who run the institute with an iron fist. Let's blow that up for you. Outsiders. Yeah, it's funny because, we're getting there's a lot of violent ones. Instead of kind of like kids adventuring. Yeah, that's funny. We are getting best high school gang movies and other good movies. Yeah, it was worth the shot, right? So, and worth our attention. Anybody looking for a high school gang movie? I got the hookup for you. Breakdown. Escape from L.A. Snake Plissken. In 2013, Snake Plissken is tasked by a despotic U.S. president with entering Los Angeles, now an autonomous island prison, and recovering a doomsday device stolen by his renegade daughter. Directed by John Carpenter. Big Trouble in Little China? Oh, we're really stretching, guys. Anyway. Not that that's not a fun movie, but... All right, let's have a little break, guys. Thank you so much for hanging. This is fun.
All major credit cards accepted.
Happy Wednesday. We are gathered here today to play a little Pokemon Emerald, and I think it's going okay. I've been really just taking my time with it so far. We can go and... Probably about time to work our way into that next gen. Well, first gen, I guess. Let's start with the first gen. Jeez. We'll get there. Let's all take a nice long break, guys. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging. What's up, guys? Welcome. How you doing? Sorry, hitting the wrong buttons. I'm here. Happy Wednesday. We are gathered here today to play a little more Pokemon Emerald. Taking a look at the man in the mirror. That's where we're starting. At least, well, we did that yesterday. But, yeah, I enjoyed that scene. You know, getting to gaze upon your reflection, which I feel is, a very unsubtle way of the developers at Game Freak being like, hey, look, guys, look what we did, okay? Everybody was saying our games are, you know, the graphics aren't that great and they're pretty buggy and, look at us now. We got reflections. That's how I read it, I don't know. All right, well, let's get back into the game. Give me 1 second. I'll have it pulled up and ready to go.
Washing someone's hair in freezing cold water, that's like washing somebody in the Titanic Ocean. Like, what was she thinking?
Here we go, and play. Unpause. Yeah, Palpuck, it's a no. I was thinking about that. I've seen it before and thought the same thing. Like, whoever came up with that spelling for lazy boy really has no grasp of language, phonics, I mean, it's my Pokemon has a naive nature, and my friends has a jolly. Good for you. Lazy boy. Sorry, Rhizome, which, oh, you're talking, Buttercream Gang? Yeah. It's funny how some of those, like, some of the, like, production house ads, or, you know, their little, like, stamp, you know, their little, bump that they would do for different production houses, or, you know, you see it with games, with dev groups and stuff as well. Going to someone's PC. We still have to do kind of the deposit stuff, or I think you could just take a look at stuff, right? Just go to move, right? That's the move. And then you can see your Pokemon. Yeah, you can go to grab these and drop them in. Okay, this feels familiar from Fire Red. So much stuff on YouTube. I might get rid of well, it's just that I've had a Butterfree in so many games. I don't think I'll be keeping Meryl very long, especially since we already have Mudkip here. We're gonna pull you out, lazy boy. Also great that it's a lazy boy with lady lazy boy. All right, here we go. Yeah. Well, yeah. I feel like I was a little critic kid for some things, Rhizo, but yeah, of course, there's a lot of media I'm watching that, yeah, it's it's being consumed, even if it was a very terrible production, or, you know, like I've mentioned going back and, like, PJ, welcome. I've mentioned going back and seeing, like, the TMNT, or I don't know. It's I thought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show at this point, the original one, it's almost unwatchable, in my opinion. It's what nostalgia I had for it. I think it can get me through a couple episodes, but yeah, there's a channel or two on YouTube that will play it sometimes, and yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult. It's hard to get through. I'll just say that. And then it made me think how, as a kid, how much am I actually watching some of these shows? Because I could watch it and then maybe not know all the main characters, or, you know, talking to my friends, I would sometimes realize, like, oh, they're, like, way more into this show that I watched, and I thought I'm energetic about it being on, but yeah, how much do I actually, am I comprehending? How much is it more just background or something? Yeah, that's a pretty iconic one, Palpuck. I don't know what Nincada turns into. I mean, what was the one? There's been a couple of bugs from this game so far. Glad we got Slack off. slack off. Lazy boy out. I might get that Tailo for now, too. I'm not sure. We don't need two. I don't need Caterpie, and I don't need two of these bug Pokemon. Let me ditch one. No, thank you. Yeah, I was seeing something recently about, I didn't realize they did TMNT. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I was seeing something about how they kind of position themselves to get, you know, to get greenlit, to do the dub, get hired to do the dubbing for the Pokemon series, and how, like, they were, I guess, really trying to, they knew that it was coming, that the series was already huge, and I don't remember the whole score, but yeah, it was interesting that they were really lobbying to get the rights to dub that one and produce the localization, I guess. Sorry, I'm brain dead. I can't do this right now. Let's get a Tailo. Gargle. Do. Go to party Pokemon if you will. I wonder, let me see what the oh yeah, so I remember this one coming on, and yeah, it was 2003 is what I'm seeing for the beginning of that. I never watched any of this yet. I remember, you know, seeing it, but yeah. At that point, I'm not really watching much in the way of cartoons. There's a little bit of anime and... I've heard good things about that series. I've heard it's, you know, unlike the that first season. But yeah, it's not, it's not, it wouldn't just be the nostalgia that someone could get out of it. All right, our team is coming together. We have not a whole lot in the bag, of course. No, you know, nothing except these berries that we can, I guess, use as an item, a hold item. Oh yeah, that's funny. Rizo, that's funny. I was catching a little bit of some of the the DKC animated series, and it's funny because I think some of what I don't remember where I was seeing this recently, but it was a couple clips in Portuguese. So you know, I'm guessing a Brazilian localization of Donkey Kong Country. And yeah, I had forgotten how wild some of the animations are that go with that. And then yeah, this Legend of the Crystal Coconut, I think, like was that like a later series, or I wonder what it was that I was seeing recently. Because I only vaguely remembered the Donkey Kong Country TV series that was on when I was a kid. I feel like there was some stuff that was a little bit later, or I just wasn't, you know, there was a sort of a hard cutoff with cartoons for me for a couple of years. That's funny, man. All right, well, might as well keep one so we can plant it somewhere else too. Get some Mo. Oh, that's pee-pee. My God. I need some Lepa berries. Use some of these for sure. Is it give? No, what do I want? Yeah, give, not use. Who gets it? Well, I mean, we're going to be leaning on Mr. Mud, likely, but, let's save here. That's funny, right? So, yeah, that's a... I wonder where was it produced from? Originally, I'm curious. Do 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 do. That's funny. I was thinking it was going to be some much newer thing. Yeah. Wow, you catch it on CBN, and you know, when I think about some of the folks that helped spread anime in the U.S., I don't think about the Christian Broadcasting Network, but you know what? Give them props, folks. Pat Buchanan is reviewing all the shows, making sure the localization is just perfect. Or, is that his name? Did I get folks mixed up here? I don't know. I think, wasn't there a guy that passed away not that long ago? He was the one that had been around forever. He and his wife had a show or something, right? I feel like I'm mostly just seeing this at a buddy of mine's house. We could go there and play music in the garage, and his mom would just have... No, this is... Yeah, both... Well, we'd see Trinity Broadcasting Network and CBC, I guess, but... or CBN. I don't know. Yeah, that's funny. Well, now I'm doubting all my networks. But anyway, she'd have it on, and... you know, they would just be the loudest rock coming from the garage, and she's just like sitting there watching it. Yeah, Robertson. Yeah, who am I going for here? Yeah, I got streamer brain. That's probably it, Palpuck. Anyway, I like to think he had something to do with reviewing those anime episodes. No, I'm not sure how the crucifixion was depicted in this one.
Power up.
Wingo, I forgot you've got a... I honestly forgot you do water stuff. I just have memories of going to that house and then, yeah, seeing that show among a couple others being on, and my buddy's mom is just sitting on the couch, just, she can't hear it. Sometimes I don't even think like closed caption would be on half the time, but you know, like I'd go to use the bathroom and a few folks would stay in and keep playing or something, and just, you know, I just see her just sitting there, you know. Sometimes she'd be reading a book, but yeah. Well, I mean, we're good to continue, I suppose. Considering we didn't take in a lick of damage. I don't know that I have any potions, but I think we're going to be able to get through. Roxanne.
I blew my cool, I blew
Okay, here we go. Forget how Wingull is the bird for the job. As long as they don't take a hit. Don't take a rock to the face. They'll be okay. Wingull rocks. Okay, I'm tempted to mix it up, but we'll just keep you in, I suppose. You know, I just saw your previous comment, Palpuck, and yeah, hey, somewhere out there, I'm sure there's a roster patch for get those characters into a Capcom fighting game. Capcom crossover. Wow, you've got some potential. Thanks, kid. Stay in school, kid. Alright, here we go. Let's talk to this guy. I like this guy's style. Are we hiking here? Are we a hiker? It would make sense. Is this a hiker advanced? We might be in the middle of town, but so what? My rock Pokemon need room to rampage. Hiker Mark. The Geodude comes out of the Pokeball pissed, doesn't it? It's just... Alright, we're gonna water gun you. You're normal, huh? Well, what do you have? Just scratch and yawn? Okay. Well, you need to get some experience, but now's not necessarily the time. You could just keep rolling with Wingull. Wingull's gonna sweep. I've never done a self-imposed Pokemon challenge because I've barely played the games enough vanilla, you know? I just haven't gotten to that level of, you know, replays. So much of me playing these games is... It was like, I would play through them a couple times around the time that they came out, the first 2 gens, and then... In the years after that, like, starting a file every now and then, almost never finishing it. So it feels good to actually go back and set a goal to make it through one. Not just picking it up for the Saturday afternoon curiosity of like, oh yeah, you know. I used to play this one. I think you're ready, Wingull. I think you got what it takes. Hello. Hello, I am Roxanne. Oh, nice.
Nani?
The Rustboro Pokemon Gym Leader. I became a gym leader so that I might apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle. Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle and with which Pokemon? Let's do it.
What's going on, man?
He's just got a berry. I think an HP berry. I have it somewhere on this soundboard, but I don't know that I've actually put it in a folder since the soundboard crashed. We've had a couple great wipes. Didn't lose any sounds, but just the organization of it all. And yeah, man, there's some police buried deep. in my soundboard. A lot of timpanis. People tell you about the horns, but they don't tell you about the timpanis in this season.
That is a disgusting act.
This is cheap. This guy's a gym leader. Roxanne. Is that the one that looks like a little Easter island? A red rock. All right, let's see it. What we got? All right, Wingle, you're too good. I'm going, I was just gonna get one of them killed, probably. But Lazy Boy, get in there. See what you can do. Put it to sleep. Nice. Look at that thing. It's fun animation, too. Well, the scratch is not gonna do hardly anything, I guess. I'll go to the Pokemon, not the bag. Sure, whatever, we'll just go back to Wingle again. Give Lazy Boy a little experience. Let's go, Water Gun. Loving this boss. This, yeah, I guess the gym leader theme here. Sweet. You got me. There you go, Nose Pass. Alright, touche. Alright. End this. Oh, put down the potion, Roxanne. You don't have to put out a potion. Is it? Like, yeah, I don't know. Can't remember. Don't use the potion. Better use water. That's funny, Rhizone. Yeah. I like to think of people sitting around in 2011 too, thinking they got to bring it back, you know. That's funny. All right. Over-leveled? Under-strategized? Encore. Nice. You did it.
Grabs the rebound.
Goodbye, Leader Roxanne. So, I lost. It seems that I still have much more to learn. I understand. The Pokemon League's rules state that trainers are to be given this if they defeat a gym leader. Please accept the official Pokemon League Stone Badge. Heck yeah. Stone badge. You know, to do Roxanne justice here, I need to find this sound. So all right, I'm looking for. All right, there it is. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Roxanne!
Good stuff. Finally, thank you, Roxanne. Also enables them to use the HM move cut outside of battle. Please take this with you too. Obtain the TM39. Okay. Technical machine TM39 contains Rock Tomb. It not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, it also lowers speed. If you use a TM, it instantly teaches the move to a Pokemon. Remember, a TM can be used only once, so think before you use it. Thank you. Doo-doo-doo. The sprites are so funny. There's a few of the female sprites in particular that, I mean, not even just them, but yeah, there's like a leaning forward in all of them. It's like, you know, knocking drinks over. It's all good. But like it just looks funny. Straighten up. Everyone's got bad posture. Everybody's got chronic pain in the world of Pokemon. It's not as pleasant of a place as they'd make you believe. What a breathtaking victory! My cheering must have worked. Great! Check your trainer card. The stone badge you got should be properly recorded on it. In other words, you've climbed the first step on the stairs to the championship. That's gotta feel awesome. It does. Thank you, sir. Only one certified trainer in the world for this gym. Get out of the way. Uh-oh. Wait, please. Don't take my goods. Oh man, they've stolen this guy's goods. Ah.
The power is Nintendo.
I'm gonna go see if I can steal more goods. The stolen parcel. Well, sure, it's important, but it's not anything that anyone can use. In my estimation, that robber must not have been very bright. One of our research staff is stupidly got robbed of an important parcel. Oh. That's mean. It's beyond stupid. How could we get robbed? Man, I can't believe it. I've got some, yeah. Oh, man. Get to the negatives. Get to the nose here. Please. Everyone in this building is just pissed off right now.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
Wow, man, freaked out!
Who the hell are you, anyway?
Why are you coming in here? We were just robbed. Get the heck out of here, kid. Alright, let's hit the PC. I like this new team we're rolling with for a little bit longer. For now, you know. I do want to... There's a level of wanting to try to steer clear of some of the Pokemon I've used over and over again, so... use them over and over again because I love them dearly in these playthroughs, but... comes a point when you gotta switch it up, man. You can't just keep running the same team. So I'd like to apologize to all the Snorlaxes, the Butterfrees, Alakazams. Oh, we didn't make it to this part, huh? We went eastward kind of quickly. I didn't hit the beach. We didn't hit the beach.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
Do 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 do. Boom, boom. Didn't we go this way? I think we headed this way at one point. Still no map. No, we went east here. That's right. Help me, I was robbed by Team Aqua. I have to get the Devon goods back. If I don't, I'm gonna be in serious trouble. Oh.
How many hours of my life have I wasted playing?
Shh. Some of the... You know, some of the drops that get a little cursy, a little more cursy than others, don't always want to let it play all the way out, you know? Other times... Sure, you know? Let the sound effect roll.
The sexually explicit character that looks like Ronald McDonald.
We've done an evolution cancel already. Poor thing. Must have been really confused. Oh, that's cool, Nick. Yeah. It's catchy. Heavy on the horns and timpani, too. A good march feel to it, which, you know, so much of the first couple soundtracks, right? It has so much snare, so much march. That, you know, so much march. If the tunnel doesn't go through, then I'll just go over the top. It's a dead end up here. I'm bored, so can we battle? So many of the routes just they have a very much a feeling of movement, of, yeah, it's even based on marching music and stuff. Sometimes it has that feel, you know. I remember being kind of stoked on that as a kid. I mean, I played drums and stuff, so yeah, it was easy to drum to the stuff, or, you know, be thinking of it later, and so much of it is very percussive. Dun 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 dun. You know, it's just fun, man. Good stuff. Yeah. Well, you know, you would. I don't know. It's just, I think when you're young, it's something like going between areas, stuff like that, and just hearing a musical change. There can be a heavy weight to it, you know. I know. Here come the baddies. A little shy-looking Nidoran. Looks cute. So like some of the other games, are there different sprites too between Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green? The same Pokemon? I'll say this, when I played Fire Red, I did very little in the Sevi Island section. For whatever reason, I kind of was ready to steamroll through that, get back to the regular storyline. And also, having not played the other Gen 3 stuff, it didn't have that. I didn't really care necessarily to... With there's so much post-game content in that game, but a lot of it I couldn't be bothered with. Next playthrough, we'll change that. Yeah.
It's all his fault.
Let's get somebody else in here. Cascoon, thank you for your service. I need to get a fire Pokemon as well. Come on in, lazy boy. Get somebody to sleep.
Sonic lived with a human girlfriend named Madonna.
Thank you guys for hanging. I might have to get another break in a little bit. I'd like to keep playing for a little while, so. Might need to get a break. Rest the eyes. Let's see what we got. Get a scratch in. I guess, yeah, shouldn't be hard even with the type disadvantage there with Wingull. Let's see what we can do. Growl, Supersonic, and Water Gun. Well, anybody else want to join the battle? Gargle needs some experience. Give it a peck. Well, that's right. Lotad, how do you do? Lotad's a cute Pokemon. I love it. Some of these I'm like, man, I only a few of them have I ever seen like in an animated way, whether it's the newer games or, you know, via the old Pokemon anime. But yeah, some of these I want to see what they, how they be depicted. I want to see how they live. Just on scratch, maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to use Yon. Oh well. You're gone.
He's cheating on you. Dump his ass.
There you go, Gargle. All right. Poor Hiker Clark and Youngster Johnson. Are these guys just on the road? They happen to meet up and they're like, hey, I see this poor sap coming around the corner. Let's team up and take him on. That was fun, even though I lost. The sprite for Youngster looks so funny too. It's got like a little, you know, yeah, just a very toothy grin. Youngster at heart. Hiker Devon. Devon with an A. No relation to Devon Corp. Why should he change his name? They're the one that sucks. Too easy. I need to catch a Lotad on my own. Graveler's another one I can't, or Golem, I guess, is another one that I should not try to use in this playthrough. It just, they're in so many of my teams. Yes, I mentioned Snorlax, Alakazam. I really love, I mean, I love all the ones, I've always loved the ones that you have to trade in Gen 1, the trade evolutions. Used them too many times. Tunneler's Rest House. Alright, cool, we're making some progress. This guy may be blocking the rest house. I don't feel great about that, but maybe he's just an NPC that wants to talk to us. Let's do this. Let's save, and we'll find out after a little break. We'll come back for an Act 3. Play this game a little bit longer.
Are you punking me? Like, is this...
Thank you guys for hanging. Happy Wednesday. Let's all take a nice long break. When we get back, we will pick up where we left off, I guess. Yeah. We got this martial arts gentleman blocking the Tunneler's Rest House. What's that all about? Remember the man in the mirror? Man, that was like 2 towns ago. Something like that. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a break. You guys should get one too. I'll see you back here in a bit. Thanks for hanging.
Parvinator.
What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Welcome. Thanks for the nice long break. Needed that. Dealing with some high winds here. I go grab some stuff off the patio. I came inside. I was on my way back to the stream, and then out of the corner of my eye, I noticed the man in the mirror. I had a moment with myself, and I realized, you know, I've never beaten this game. Stalled out only 3 or 4 badges into it many, many years ago. It's time to make things right. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'd say it started tonight, but it actually started 2 nights ago, but nonetheless, it's going to continue. So let's do it. Let's play.
Wow, man, freaked out!
Here we are, right in front of the Tunneler's Rest House. Pretty sure, yeah, well, we're on save right now, so pretty sure we got that save in. Yeah, I guess a Devon by any other spelling would be just as sweet of a name, you know? Want to stay here and keep me company? This poor lonely kid out on the trail. What? Kid, go home, man. What is going on here? Hey, what is your association to this hiker guy? Again. Come on, get out of my face, hair. I'm gonna have to put a hat on. Hair doesn't want to behave. It's got the one misbehaving strand right in the center. It's like clinging on, like, oh, I'm not gonna. We're holding on to dear life. Roar! What's going on? I was digging the tunnel without any tools when some goon ordered me out. That tunnel's filled with Pokemon that react badly to loud noises. They could cause an uproar. That's why we stopped using heavy equipment for tunneling. I was worried that the goon will do something stupid and startle the... Or I'm worried that he'll do something stupid and startle the Pokemon into an uproar. Okay, well... They stopped their digging because they were disturbing the Pokemon in the area. We were on our walk, Pico and I, when we were jumped by an odd thug. Pico. The scoundrel made off with my darling Pico. Roar, Pico! Well, what am I to do? This poor guy. Where's his darling Pico? And this guy won't get the heck out of the way. Can't get to that stuff. That's where we came from. So we can cut that little bush. Into the tunnel it is, I guess. Got a ball up here. An early, well, I guess, you know, it was around this time that Sega and Nintendo, you know, again, once finding themselves on opposite sides of the console wars. Small indent, you say, all right? Looks like we're going to need to put something in it. Another one over here. That's someone's free library. That's cool. I like that. We're going to keep an eye out for your Pico. The tunnel project has been canceled. Wow. They shut it down. Rust Turf Tunnel. Some of the names of these areas, it's a... it's very funny. I can't wait till we get a map and can see a few of them in a row, but yeah. It feels a little Mad Libby with some of the words. I mean, not to say that they wouldn't fit some theme, but obviously we got a lot of Rust, a lot of old, a lot of... Hello, Whimser. Wingull's awesome and over-leveled. Don't be causing an uproar now. What? Okay. I was talking my way into this room, and I'm like, kind of look up, and we're into a fight. So, goodbye, Wild Whimser. Maybe next time. I forgot. I saw these guys down here. Hello, Whimser. Wismer. I'm just gonna keep saying Whimser, you know? Just getting it wrong every time. Wismer.
One more word out of you and you go.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll not kill you this time. Making an uproar. Oh, should've got some more balls. We have money. It cries equal a jet plane in volume. Wow. Yikes, those are some loud cries. It inhales through its ear canals. Because of this system, it can cry continually without having to catch its breath. Coming in at 2 feet tall, 35.9 pounds. Alright, let's, I don't know if I'll be using you. You. Could throw you in the party, see how it goes. Got a hole in my lip. What? Are you coming? Come and get some then. He's got that. Let's see. I don't know who to put in the lead right now, but let's get Gargle in there. Grah. Keel haul it all. That hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless. And to think I made a getaway in this tunnel to nowhere. Oh, stupid. Oh, stupid. Hey, you. So you want to battle me? Nice logo. I'm catching this guy on the worst day of his life here, you know. Nice music. Oh, I forget what focus energy does. We're gonna have a real howled up Puccina after all this. Just getting himself pumped. And there it is. I'm gonna gargle to get a little experience here. Good job, gargle. I didn't even know of Pico until, you know, looking at some handheld emulator stuff recently, Palpuck, and yeah, it was interesting to, you know, if they talk about what systems could be on it, what platforms, and yeah, I kept seeing some folks talking about Pico, and yeah, I had to look it up. The boss told me this would be a slick and easy job to pull. All I had to do was steal some package from Devin. You want it back that badly? Take it. Obtain the Devin goods. Parv put away the Devin goods in the key items pocket. Runs away. Left the Pokemon there. What a jerk. Pico, am I glad to see you're safe? Pico owes her life to you. They call me Mr. Briny. Here he is. And you are? Parv. Ah, so you're Parv. I sincerely thank you. Now, if there's anything that troubles you, don't hesitate to tell me. Oh! You can usually find me in my cottage by the sea near Petalburg Woods. Come, Pico, we should make our way home. Pio. Alright, might be heading back towards Well, I mean, we're going to be there to fight Dad at some point anyway. May have hit a dead end here, for now. I see, yeah. I gotta play around with that handheld a little bit more. I have some stuff on it. I mean, there's a game or two I'm playing outside of stream, but we're stalled on them now, and yeah, I need to get like a... It's great for short breaks, especially. Any Pico titles of of note? Can't smash it. Oh! We learned, didn't we learn? Well, hold on, from the last gym leader. I'm trying to remember. We might have what we need. Goodbye, Gargle. Just run. Get out of here. Could have taken it out at that point, but... Right? If you had to do one, one Sega treatment for Pico, I guess, yeah, you'd go with Sonic. I should say that it makes sense that that one wouldn't be out there. Alright, we can go in now. To get to Verdant Turf without using this tunnel, you'd have to cross the sea to Dewford, sail on to Slateport, then travel through Malville. That Rustturf tunnel there. At first, we had a huge work crew boring through rock with the latest machinery, but we had to stop. Turns out that we would have had a negative effect on wild Pokemon in the area. So we've got nothing to do but loll around here doing nothing. Just hanging out. There's a man digging his way to Verdant Turf all by his lonesome. He's desperate to get through. He says that if he digs little by little without using machines, he won't disturb Pokemon, and he'll avoid harming the natural environment. I wonder if he made it through yet. He's got nothing but a spoon. One chunk at a time. It'd be nice if we knew teleport. Starting to get a couple more items. Let's run away somewhere. We got the Devon goods. I'm sure there's some criminal organization that would be willing to pay us. Okay. We have Rock Tomb. That's right. That's what they gave us. Yeah. So we're back for a bit. Yeah. It is funny to see the art styles being, you know, different in between just all the Sonic media of that time. Like, even back then, you could just, as a kid, I kind of noticed, like, you know, even some of the, like, official art that would come, you know, it was just versus what it looked like in the animation. Or both of the animations, I guess. So at this point, we're going to go back. Oh, hello. And a Meowth.
Nani?
No, we don't want to poison it. Yeah, that's funny, Palpuck. That's... Yeah, that ain't floof. That's a beer belly. All right, we got Meowth, Scratch Cat Pokemon with Scratch Cat fever. Meowth withdraw their sharp claws into their pals to silently sneak a bow. For some reason, this Pokemon loves shiny coins that glitter with light. Give a nickname to the captured Meowth. I don't need that. That anxiety. I like to look at the little icon for Meowth too. Great. Meowth always reminds me of a buddy of mine's cat that was originally known as Fat Cat, and then I guess eventually its true name came to be revealed as Kiki. But prior to that was Fat Cat. Fat Cat was a neighborhood one, you know. That's true, Palpuck, yeah. We could get two, yeah. Well, I'll just keep that name then. That's a good point. See if I can get a second Meowth for the personal collection, maybe. I've actually never really had a Persian. Could be fun to roll with one for a little bit. Perfect. Cascoon is probably not going to be able to run away from a lot of stuff, although it's... That was successful. may find Persian later too. Yeah, Fat Cat was very agreeable. He was a neighborhood cat. Decided, you know, I kind of adopted around the time that I met my friend. That cat was showing up more and more in his neighborhood and coming into the garage to hang out sometimes. Like my buddy would, you know, would like work out of the garage and stuff, and this cat would come in there and just chill. We were actually working on a project together, and during the entire filming, the cat was just like, would come and just like plop right in the middle. It just wanted to hang out. It wanted to see what was going on. It was just instantly like, yeah, okay, I'm with you guys now. And yeah, my buddy ended up, you know, taking it to the dock and everything. And like our cat, this fat cat, and then Kiki would have FIV as well. And yeah, man, and it happens to a lot of these wild cats, especially if they have a good territorial fight and dig in, good bite. Our cat was adopted with FIV and came in with kittens, and she was only, you know, around like, they said around 2 or so when we adopted her. Been in the shelter for a while. What was that?
You want some of this, bro?
This is not suitable for work.
I accidentally hit a, I was sitting, I like hit and canceled a sound effect a time or two, just accidentally tapping it. Too close to the soundboard. All right, run. I'm just thinking of Fat Cat. I miss Kiki. R.I.P. Yeah, I know. I really wonder what our cat was up to before it was, you know, found by the, or you know, the shelter or animal services, whatever. She was found with, you know, a litter of kittens, and it's just like, she's so friendly that I can't imagine that she wasn't, you know, like at least already, I don't know, hanging around humans prior to that. I don't know. You never know. But yeah, she's very much not feral. Mm-hmm. And yeah, since then, of course, she's been indoor only. Our cat has been. Although I did try to take her out on a leash. Yeah. I wanted to make it to where I was really hoping that I could just... I don't need to do this grinding here. Let's head back, and we'll head towards old dude's shack. How did it go? The Devon goods. You did it. You got them back. You really are a great trainer. That's right, Metro. That's right, man. What a great place. You know, what better place to start than with the man in the mirror, you know? This is the Devon Corporation's 3rd floor. Our president's office is on this floor. Anyway, I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for what you've done. By the way, that parcel you got back from us, or you got back for us, could I get you to deliver that to the shipyard in Slateport? Oh, come on, man.
He's running. He's just hoofing it.
I gotta hoof it over to Slateport? The shipyard in Slateport. It would be awful if those robbers tried to take it again. Could I count on you to do that for me? Oh, that's right. Could you wait here a second? Oh, that's right. Could you wait here a second? What if you remembered, sir? Our president would like to have a word with you. Please come with me. Nice short walk. Please go ahead. He's like the president is just, we're already in his room. We're just across a couple tables from him, you know. It might as well be another dimension when it comes to the Game Boy Advance's small screen, or, you know. Well, hey, you got a wider screen in this one than the Game Boy Color, so even no excuses. Also, yeah, Devon Corp. What is... I feel like that's a terrible name. I think they do, Metroid, yeah. I'm Mr. Stone, the president of the Devon Corporation, and I'm standing on my couch right now. I just got word about you. You saved our staff not just once, but twice. I have a favor to ask of an amazing person like you. I understand that you're delivering a package to Slateport's shipyard. Well, on the way, could you stop off in Dewford Town? Man, you guys are throwing a lot of proper nouns at me. I was hoping that you'd deliver a letter to Stephen in Dewford. You just, every click of the button, I'm getting another directive from this guy. Or from the other NPCs. Come on. I was hoping you'd deliver a letter to Stephen in Dewford. Obtain the letter. Now, you should know that I am a great president, so I'd never be so cheap as to ask a favor for nothing in return.
You're a loser.
That's why I want you to have this. Oh, a PokeNav.
You know, you can stop at any point and reset your day.
That device. It's a Pokemon Navigator, or PokeNav for short. It's an indispensable tool for any trainer on an adventure. It has a map of the Hoenn region. All right, nice. You can check the locations of Dewford and Slateport easily. All that stuff I just threw at you. By the way, I've heard that sinister criminals, Magma and Aqua, I believe, have been making trouble far and wide. I think it would be best if you rested up before you go on your way. Well then, Parv, go with caution and care. I don't know, man. I don't know about Devon Corp. If you visit the shipyard in Slateport, you should go see Captain Stern. Alright, I'm going to take a couple notes here. Like this little rendition. Shipyard in Slateport. Captain Stern. See Captain Stern. He's just standing on his couch. What a fool, man. He's telling me all that and he's over here just standing on his couch. Get out of here. Just another eccentric CEO. Oh man, I didn't even check out the collection of rare rocks. So he's a collector. Okay. It's a collection of rare rocks and stones. Okay, yeah, nice. I want to stand up on a couch. Alright, yeah, just do the turn. Do not the full. Not the full step, just the turn.
Good day, sir!
Tried to jump over the back of the couch, it wouldn't let me. Which is, probably appropriate. That's a PokeNav. It came about as a result of our president's desire to learn about the feelings of Pokemon. Would you like me to describe its features in detail? No, I think you'll find out just by trying the PokeNav out. Ugh. I'm developing new kinds of Pokeballs, but I haven't made much headway. Good luck making headway on those balls. We're developing a device for talking with Pokemon, but we haven't had much success. Communication is key. Nick, I appreciate the standing. I need to do more of it, man. I used to have a standing desk, and I haven't realized how much I miss it until, you know, last couple years. This setup sucks. I feel low energy. Which one, Palpuck? Sorry. Will you help me gather more data on Pokemon trade-based evolution? Yes. Great, that's wonderful to hear. Now let me explain how you can help. Oh, this guy wants to steal our data. By interacting with the devices here on this desk, we can send any Pokemon through a simulated trade event. The Pokemon returns to you feeling as if it had just gone through an actual trade event. This must be part of the 386 hack. Any trade simulation will help me gather more data, even with Pokemon who do not evolve through trading. Now, for helping me with my Pokemon evolution research, I'd like to give you a special Pokemon as a gift. PARV received Porygon. Oh, that's funny, Palpuck, yeah. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, trying to, man. Yeah, trying to. I do like this rendition. This music's got me, it's giving me life. Not enough space, but what can we go with here? Porygon, what's your name gonna be? Do 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 do. Alright, JPEG was sent to the box. This interesting Pokemon can evolve through trading. However, what's a bit perplexing is that it must be holding that upgrade for it to work. Why don't you try it out? Yeah, I never got to play that one with the mic. You know, I played it as it is one of the 19 games that came in that eBay lot. And I spent just a day on that one, I think, because I didn't have the microphone. You could make it past, I think, the first 2 levels or something, even without having the mic. And then it just becomes like, I think whatever amount of experience you could get each time would just take forever to keep getting through it. I like malware, Palpuck. just I'll see that. Yeah. I think that, yeah, this is how we get some of the trade evolutions in this version. You know, so obviously we wouldn't be able to, well, the point of this pack is to not have to trade or anything. So all 386 are available just in this hack. It's all ready to go. So I think that, yeah, this is our way of...
Bingo! Bye-bye!
Thanks, Peach. It's a little sarcasm there. Peach is like, we got it. Once again, we're doing the Pokemon Emerald 386 hack from Zombie Anton. I love these hacks. It lets you get all the Pokemon from that that you could get up to that point in the generations. So 386, which I didn't realize there were that many at this point. I never played the Gen 3 stuff outside of the fire red, leaf green. You know, I got like a couple gems through Emerald because I bought it, but then I dropped it pretty quickly. I'm finally trying to go back through it, and we're doing it this way, so. I wish I could have tried with the mic Metroid, but you know, I was like, I don't know if I want to go spend money on that microphone right now. I don't think it was too I don't even think it was too dear. I don't think it was too pricey. But anything in the trash can? Back to the office. All right, I'll get us out of here. I think I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. Speaking of energy earlier, I'm getting out of it. I'm losing it. Some of those games we'll have to play it again sometime because yeah, I mean it's some of the in my opinion the best Nintendo 64 games. Now it's an eBay lot of 19 games. A whole lot of there were a lot of Pokemon in there for sure, but hey, that's good amongst this crowd, or at least tolerable. I've been developing an added feature for the PokeNav, and it turned out great. Parv, may I see that PokeNav? The one our president gave you. There you go, Parv. I added a new feature named Match Call to your PokeNav. Using the Match Call feature, you can chat with people who've been registered in your PokeNav. Parv, our President Stone should be registered in your PokeNav. Test it out. Please give our president a call. Let's call him. Hello? What up, Parv? Since you called me, the PokeNav must be working properly. Other people will be registered, so try calling them up too. Good, good. You seem to be quite happy. How could I know that? It's because I'm looking down at you from my office window. See you again. All right. Toodles.
Good day, sir. See you next time.
This PokeNav is getting fancy. That looks like something out of Star Wars. You know, the top right corner there, our spinning PokeNav. I like to think our character takes a couple steps and then his phone rings and it's the president calling him this time, you know. Oh, I forgot. You know, he just keeps bugging him. Oh, I do live a very busy life. Sure, sometimes I miss just talking to someone just to shoot the breeze. All right, guys, I'm going to save, and I think I'll be getting us out of here soon. This has been fun.
Hope you're ready for the next episode.
You could finish that, or at least the hey part, but that's okay. All right. We'll do a raid, and I've got a little collage for you, just a short one. Trico fans are going to be they're going to be happy. They're going to be happy. Let's go to here we are. Do the Animal Crossing music. Got to remember to pause the game too, because I get both the music in my head. You guys don't, but lucky you. All right, let's do a little raid. I'm going to be back tomorrow, and we'll show the schedule in just a bit, but I got a short collage coming up for you as well. Collage. Can we do... Oh, T-Roy's playing. Let's go hang out with T-Roy, playing some Mega Man X. And he's at the beginning of a run, so that means if we raid in, we're not going to be the ones that kill his run. He would never blame us. But it happened the last time we raided in, and I fell for him, you know. So we're going to do that. That's fun. Friend of the stream, T-Roy, playing some Mega Man X. I'll get you guys there in just a couple minutes, maybe. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, Ryzone, I hope you feel better, man. No worries. And yeah, try to maybe just step away from screens or something if you need to. Get a little breather. And yeah, man. I get those too sometimes, you know, standing up or kind of, I think if my eyes get a bit out of focus sometimes, or, you know, I can start to get a bit of that visual distortion. Kind of comes along with the migraines too. But yeah, man. Yeah. Catch your breath. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, hope you're feeling better, man. And yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit that schedule and I'm gonna get us out of here. And oh yeah, Collage and then T-Roy saying all the stuff. I'm just gonna repeat it over and over again. This schedule is sorry, I meant to change it. Hey, schedule's been kind of crazy this week. No Wind Waker. I need a little more time to set that one up. Maybe end of next week I'll have that ready to go. Let's just rock Emerald in the meantime. So. I can't stream Friday, so forget what you see on the screen. My God. Kill it. Hide it. Send it down. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll play some Pokemon Emerald, and then I won't be able to stream Friday. So, yeah. Yeah. I gotta fix the schedule. The Wind Waker tease, man. It's I apologize for that. Hey, a whole bunch of folks watching over on YouTube. If you like the stream, please, it helps if you like it. You know, sub to the channel, all that stuff. Thank you guys for supporting. Those of you on Twitch, thank you for following, subbing, etc. Thanks for supporting the stream. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Here's a little collage for you. Trico's a fun Pokemon. Sorry we didn't pick you, buddy. But yeah, this was fun. Guys, thanks for hanging. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Bye-bye.
Yeah, let's keep this Parvinator party going.
No, I'm sticking with my fucking gut here. Fuck the lot of yous.
Come on, this affects all of us, man. They're basic freedoms.
I'm tired.
That's the game.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
sugar.
Thanks for coming out, guys. This rocks. A Wednesday, huh?
Is there a moment where it crosses your mind to stand up for yourself?
That is a disgusting act.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
The Game Master.
Getting praise from Yokoi was just like being praised by my parents. Game Freak ran out of money and couldn't continue.
Goodbye, everybody.
I execute judgment on you, COVID-19. You destroyer, you killer, you get out, you break your power, you get off this nation. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Press start to play.